I looked. We had dinner, came back to the room, and I looked to see if the game was on TV because I knew it was on Apple TV, but they didn't have Apple TV, and I saw it was on Univision. It was a Spanish broadcast, so I started watching that, and I was waiting. It was the second half, and Lori wanted to go to the pool, the Zen pool, and back in my younger days, nighttime swimming with the lady. I'm there. This time I wanted to watch Messi. So I said, well, you go enjoy yourself, and I'll catch some of this. Then I ended up going to the pool. I watched it on my phone on Univision because I don't have Apple TV. I spent all my money in the Keys. So I watched it, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. But I watched it. I was at the Zen pool. They pipe in, this new age, and there's just some candlelight and some, statues and whatever. I mean, it's really Zen-like. So I couldn't even react to it. You know what I mean? Like I literally
messed up the ambiance. Well, don't hold back, Hawk, because I will tell you that we had to get a room because so many people came down. We had to get another room other than what we already had down there. We had the Airbnbs. And so my wife says, hey, we should probably get a room and give somebody ours. And I said, well, hell, let's go to the bungalows. I know it's a little drive from where we are, but Hawk's there. It would be crazy to
jack
see
up with
him
the Hawkmans.
And then I saw the price. And I said, okay, Hawk went big this time. He went big, but I can go big too. But then, Hawk, it's adults only.
It is. It's 21 and over.
I had the kids with me, so that deleted that one. So just so everybody knows, Hawk wasn't roughing it down in the Keys with the Crowders. You were living good.
It's embarrassingly expensive where I stayed. I won't tell anyone how much it costs. I'm going to tell you, it's literally embarrassingly expensive. And the only example I'll give you, Lee Sterling texted me because I had posted some pictures, and he's like, that place looks great. I'm going to have to take the wife there. And then I told him how much it costs a night. And I could hear his jaw hit the ground from the text line. And he said, oh, that you must be on some radio trade thing. And all I texted back was, nope, sometimes you got to sling it.
You slung it.
I slung it.
Because we were there from Wednesday night till Sunday. When my wife told me the price, I said, that's not that bad, because I thought it was 4 days.
That was one night.
Then she said, oh, no, that's per night. I said, goodness gracious.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But I will tell you.
My testosterone cracked. My voice got high. I said, oh, my God.
Yeah, but I will tell you, it is just a beautiful place.
Yes.
And the fact that it's 21 and over really is a pleasure. Because even if you go to the non-Zen pool, there's no screaming kids around. I mean, it's just, it's actually screaming adults going, how much should I pay for this? This looks like the swimming pool at the Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
As I got hit in the face with a beach ball at our pool, I understand what you're saying.
Do you have, Dan, the radio call from Chris Whittingham? So I was watching the game on Univision. Were you listening? Did you go to the game, Dan? Were you there?
No, I was near my house at a dive bar watching it on Univision like most people.
So you watch it on Univision as well. What about you, Jimmy? Did you go to the game?
No, I watched it on Apple TV at a friend's house.
All right, Apple TV. But we had the game on this radio station. We're the home of Inter Miami CF. And Chris Whittingham, who's our friend, normally does games for Apple TV. But he's in New York right now. I think he did a game this weekend. But he didn't have a assignment on Friday night for Apple TV. So he did the radio play-by-play on 560 WQAM. And I have to tell you, I think it's the best call. Dan, I'm assuming you've heard them all as well. I think it's the best call of, granted, he's got to paint the picture a little more. If you're watching it on TV, you don't have to give the whole setup. And I am telling you, Whittingham, am I lying, Dan? He nailed it.
Yeah, I've gone to all different sources, Spanish, English, French, because I got a little bit of French in me. And I will be honest with you, the Whittingham call that you're about to hear with Thomas Rungan is tops.
Did you hear Whittingham's call, Crowder?
No, I can't
This
wait to
this
because
is
I know
really
Whitty's
good.
talented.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's really talented, and it obviously it's much more difficult. So it starts with the play where Messi actually got the penalty, I think, and then it kind of fast forwards to the actual kick. So here's how it sounded with Chris Whittingham on the call on 560 WQAM.
Joseph Martinez now trying to play the 1-2 with Messi. Challenges coming in from either side. Free kick given, and this, my friends, is Lionel Messi territory. The last kick of the game will come from the left side of the pitch, about 25 yards from goal. And honestly, this is penalty kick range for Lionel Messi. How many times have we seen him score goals from this sort of position? Edge of the D, challenge coming from behind, and a free kick to come. 4 men in the wall for Cruz Azul, a traffic scooter behind them. The whistle sounds, Messi approaches, he goes for it, and he scores! Lionel Messi on his debut has produced a moment of magic everyone came to see. With the last kick of the game, Lionel Messi has won it for Inter Miami. Unbelievable.
I get the chills again. You could fade it out, Dan. He
Yeah.
was so good on the call, and if you look at Whittingham's Twitter, Instagram, like he has it matched up to the video, and it's just such a great call. So hopefully everyone was listening or watching. I mean, that was a magical moment.